Hello. I haven't done a video for a long time. I've been busy. I've been out in the mountains. I just didn't fancy making videos, to be honest with you. But now I'm back in it. I'm trying to make a video. So today we're going to go to find an aircraft that crashed in 1956, I believe, but I'll confirm all that later on. So I parked in a little lay-by at Fan Hir. It's a pub. On the A4067. So what I'm basically, if you start making your way up towards Fan Brycheiniog, you'll be going in the right direction. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going till I get to 650 meters, and then once I'm at 650 meters, I'm going to cut off and go through some quite rocky area. But when I get up there, obviously, and on the way, I'll show you how things look. For those who are interested in finding it, I've never been here before, so this is going to be a first for me. So I'll also leave the grid reference, etc., on the screen for you, so you know exactly what the grid reference is. Okay, I'll catch up with you in a little while. Right, just so you can see, this is what the little parking area looks like. Right, so there's the pub. I don't know if you can see it through the trees. Of course you can. There we are. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cross the road, and there's a little sort of alleyway, lane, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to go pub up there. Right, just going to cross over here, and this is the little alleyway you want to go down. So don't park in the pub car park, because obviously it's for their customers only, so it makes sense to stay away from there, unless you're using the pub, of course. Just come over this bridge. There's a bridge here over the river, and you just keep following the path. I'll show you the way, because a lot of people gate got stuck. Yeah, sorry, where was I? A lot of people take the wrong turn in here from here, so I'll just continue the path. Some people go up towards the house, you know, I wouldn't fancy looking at my kitchen window and seeing a bunch of people walking towards my kitchen. So right, here we go, the end of the path. So you're following the river should be on your right, and then you turn left through this gate here. It's pretty obvious because there's nowhere else for you to go, so you go up that pathway up there. Yeah, at the top of this path you'll come out these old sheepfolds, and we're going to go straight over the sty here and then straight up the mountain. There we are. This is what you're going to be going up. Anyway, just follow the path up now, and then when we get to some points I'll come back and show you where we are. But if you just follow the path right now, you can't go wrong. Alright, so we're at the top of that really steep climb, and it is a steep climb, so be prepared for that. If you look at the map, you'll see how close the contours are. Anyhow, so it's a bit easier for the minute. Right, so I'm now at 650 meters, heading towards Fan Hir. So Fan Hir is on the right side of me, on the valley, on the side of the hill. So I'm going to peel off now at the 650 meter point, and I'm going to go over northwest. There's a massive re-entrant with a small sort of some tributary re-entrance running off to the side of it, and it's situated in one of them. I got that grid reference, which is there, SN82642004. So so I don't know what the ground like. It looks like it could be a bit boggy, and there's loads of bilberry around, so where the bilberry is should be reasonably dry, so I'll just follow that. Anyway, there's a couple of crags. I come up this height because there's a couple of crags and I want to go through them rather than over them, because it might be easier. I don't know, it might be harder, but I won't know until I find out. Anyway, I'll try it in a minute. I'll come back on and let you know what's going on. There we go. This is what you're looking at once you leave the linear path and start going off the side of the mountain. So I'm still at 650 meters, and I'm going to stay here on this 650 meter line for at least a kilometer. I should pass at this height only one stream, and then I'll next sort of small re-entrant with a stream that I find after that will be the one that I'm aiming for, and then from there I'll follow that downwards. Hopefully that'll take me straight to the crash site. But all the good best laid plans and all that. Anyway, we'll soon find out. Let's just keep going. Nice and rocky and boggy and whatever. It's never easy going, but hey ho. Yeah, look, there's my stick. See, you got to be so careful when you're down. I just I found that, and how I found it was putting my foot straight in it. So you've got to take great care up here. So I'm gonna try and, this bog field is a right pain in the ass, but I'm gonna go up this. I think I'll go a little bit higher and keep closer to the rocks, because it's quite a big bog field this, and it's I don't want any more little gems like that, so I'll a bit of common sense now and find the safest route around it. Right, so here we are. I'm at the top of that little streamway I was telling you about, and so I'm now at 630 meters, 34 meters. But if you look, it's hard to show you on that. I'll point it out later on properly. There's a I'll mark it so you can see. There's basically a little, there's a couple of streams, but I went higher and came across for about just over a kilometer, so I could find, then drop down, because I didn't want to confuse myself going through different streams. So I found this one, and it fits perfectly. It veers off towards the north, and this bit here I'm looking at veers off towards the east, and then we follow we follow this stream down now to 600 meters. We should find the crash site. So yeah, that's the hope anyway. So let's go. When we get to the crash site, I'll come back on, or hopefully we'll find it all being good. I can see the wreckage from here, from where I am. So good, it was all good. All my directions were well on. So anyway, I'll get down there properly, and then I'll put the drone up so we can see it from the air, because apparently you can see the shape of it from the air. So yeah, that's what we'll do. But happy days. So here we are, just approaching the wreckage. It doesn't look to me like much like the shape. Hang on a minute, yeah, actually it could well be. It probably look more like it from the air. Anyway, I'll put the drone up in a few minutes and have a look. But still see there's the I don't know, it looks like an engine or a gearbox. There you go. So now I'm just making my way up to the ridge there, like I said. I'll make my way along. If you want to know how to get to Fan Brycheiniog, I've done a video on that anyway. That's why I'm not showing too much today, because it's more or less the same thing. Yeah, so if you want to see that, it's on YouTube. Just go through my vids and pick it out. But the crash site was really nice to find, you know. Good navigation exercise. Still going up the side, going through, see all this red sandstone. Nice and steep, but better than going through the bogs. So here I am, just reaching the top, Van Vecken. Little way to go, nice big drops either side. There's in Van Hir down there. So once I get level with that, I'll drop down. So here we are. This is the summit of Fan Hir, 761 meters. Just staying up the wind. It's a bit windy here. Just hear the wind. Sure you can hear the wind going through the microphone. Yeah. So I'm at the bottom of at the shores of Havilland Vampire, shall I say, not the bottom. I don't want to be at the bottom of Havilland Vampire, do I? Anyway, so that's the view back up the mountain. Incredible place. Lots of people out having a bank holiday walk. Can't fault it. Heading south now. I'm on the opposite side of the mountain that I started on. So what you're seeing now ahead of you is where you got the dip, and then it comes back up. See where it comes back up there? That's called a post-glacial rampart. I always thought that was a lateral moraine, but apparently no. This came after well after the Ice Age. Apparently all the boulders that were left sitting up there, which I imagine, but look at it, there's a lot of them. Gravity eventually forced them down and they got pushed back up. And here they are. So there's boulders, there's all sorts of till, everything over under there. So bit of useless information for you, but still interesting. I know I can hear you. There's sheep up there. I care in the world. There we are. I came over this side so you can see that rampart properly. Isn't it amazing? little bit of a quagmire there. I wouldn't fancy stepping in there. It's probably not that deep, but I don't want to find out. Just in case. Really peaceful here. Nice place. Yeah. There we are. Look, I am in the shot, so no. I'll be here all day. Mostly just a voice, isn't it? A nice waterfall. A little pool down there as well. If anyone would fancy a dip. Looks like it dropped even more there. This is lovely, isn't it? There's an old sheepfold. Oh, I like finding things like that. Imagine when that, how long ago it's been since someone someone was here using that. I would like to have seen it as it was originally. I love the smell of these. I'm not sure what type of tree it is, but I'll look it up. I'm sure it's rowan or something like that. I'll find out. I think it quite possibly is rowan, but they're quite common, very common actually. The tree has succumbed to gravity and probably rainwater and wind. Wow, this is lovely. It's gone hot now. I was quite chilly earlier on. I had to wear gloves and everything. Now I'm in t-shirts. Can't win, can you? Wow. Look at the bluebells. What a view, eh? Isn't it stunning? Well, here we are. We're on we're past back down now, so this is more or less the end. Everything else that I'm passing you've already seen. Well, not everything, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I hope I'll turn around. I hope you've enjoyed this video a little bit. If you've got any questions about how to get to the crash site or whatever, just shoot them over and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with an answer. Okay, well, please leave a like and subscribe if you would, and I'll catch you next time. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'll have a look at my map and see what's good. Right, okay, thanks for watching and take care and see you again. Bye.